My friend is standing next to me and he's holding the stick out with the giant snake on it. And then Toby jumps onto the back of the golf cart and we start making our way out of the camp and we're kind of like bouncing along. Just as you exit the camp, there's kind of a gateway where there's an electric fence that keeps the elephants and the buffalo out. So as we approach that, my friend, who's thinking about the snake that's 6 inches away from his hand, he pulled the stick in to allow for us to pass through these 2 pillars of the gate. When Toby on the back looked to his left, the black mamba was now fully adjacent to his face with about 3 inches between him and the snake. And Tim, from where I was driving, I remember looking to my left and the golf cart was going quite fast and I saw Toby take off in my peripheral vision. And as I looked to my left, his feet were passing where the roof of the golf cart was. He had exploded off the back of that golf cart. It looked like someone had shot a rocket into space. As I drove off, because I kept moving, I looked back. He was still heading in a vertical direction over a bush. It must have been a good, like in a high jump term, it was a good, like a solid 5 to 6 foot vertical explosion. And the last I saw of him, he was petering out and disappearing over the bush, like a frisbee falling. And as we came through the gate of the camp, standing in the middle of the road with a look of shock and awe on his face was Toby. And we drove up to him, and the first things he said to me, I'll never forget it, he looked me dead in the eye and he said, "That was incredible." And shortly after that, he went back to England and I think he went and studied briefly, but very quickly he came back to South Africa and he became a safari guide. And I always think that so often what emerges out of these stories is not what you think. You would think that an encounter like that would be like, I'm packing up and moving back to the UK, but it was actually quite the opposite. He moved back to Africa, became a safari guide, and still runs a safari company to this day. And I think about that often, like things that have gone wrong that I would thought that would be the end of people turn out to be the adventure that everyone's looking for.